So, welcome to my very first video on this channel. I'm Trader Jan. I am in the process of trying to be profitable. I now was learning for about 3 years about trading, especially about day trading and scalping, and have learned a lot and went to different ups and downs and crashed multiple accounts. And now I'm using this medium here to record what I'm doing and a little bit maybe to control my psychology. So it's a trial. I'm just sharing. Don't know if anybody's listening. Those are videos, no live streams, at least for now. And it's more for my own purpose to document my own learnings. And so, as every day, as we should start every day as traders, we're gonna start with a market analysis. So we're gonna look what is actually happening. I've got an empty chart here, and that is 1,500 tick chart. I'm trading the ES, the S&P 500 today. So let's see how that goes. First, let's see I'll do the typical top-down approach. Let's see the daily chart. Let's see where the market is currently, or where if it's basically in a long trend and a range, or more in a short one. I'm using here the Atas platform for trading, and I've got 3 accounts. I've got one demo account coming with Atas and one funded account, and I got one evaluation account. And yo, I like to get my demo account from 30,000 to back to 100,000. It started with 100,000, but yeah, I managed to get it down to 30. So let's check here what's happening. That's a daily chart. As we see, it looks a little bit I would say not that much positive from a trend perspective, but it looks like the market bounced off that very area here, which was a strong area back in the beginning of October, and it bounced off here, but it looks like the market today goes down again. So let's mark this area just for the fun of it. So I'm gonna change to the 1 hour chart now. So looking at the last days, today is the 6th of November. My computer here is set to Chicago time, so it's 8:38. It's short after the opening. It looks like the market went down massively at the about 8 o'clock. Did we have any news at 8 o'clock? Let me shortly check. I'm looking at the economic calendar here. For those who don't know it, that's the economic calendar. Let's put some filters in here. First of all, just those. And then let's take those out here. Since we trade the S&P 500, we don't really need those ones here. It's very heavy US focused. Yeah, apply. That helps. Okay, good. So today, that cannot be, or maybe it can be. It might well be that there's no, it cannot be. Oh, there's a pretty uneventful day, so it's pretty surprising that the market crushed down here. So then that's going to be an interesting day. So this one here is the marking from the daily chart. As we can see here, and this range here is a bit too long for me with 36 ticks, but yeah. So let's check here. That seems to be a constant area of resistance here. Here as well, if you look here, that seems to be pretty good area where the market is reacting. This one here, not so much. At least inside that day, it reacted quite heavily. So then we have that one down here. We probably would like to adopt it. There's one peak here, which has been erased, but there were a lot of pullbacks here. So I might just go to that one here. Maybe this is the low volume area from yesterday, which nobody really liked. And then there's a high volume area here, and that bounce back here. There's a high volume area here as well. So let's mark that one too. So we are marking the areas here, or I am marking the areas here. I'm the only one. Where the market potentially might react, and we might see a reaction, and then we try to trade that reaction of the market. So that's the purpose what we're doing here. So here, guess I take those two here, and then there's here something. Actually, I prefer to take this area because here the market bounced off, and this could be former resistance zone, which now gets support zone. So here it was resisting, the market was bouncing back, and here the market's bouncing back on the other side. So there are about 100 ticks in between. That's okay-ish. I do it on the 1 hour chart. I'm going to refine it a little bit on the 15 minutes chart as well, because we are doing day trading here, not investment or long-term scalping, long-term swing trades. So this one here is a high volume node. That's for sure to be looked at. I guess this one here was just a little outline. That's when 20 ticks in the market came back. But this is a quite... I'm gonna watch that one in the more detailed chart. So where did the market react? I think here it bounced off, here it bounced off again. I guess this area here is worthwhile watching. Plus here something constantly happened here and here. So I guess I just take the end here. And this one is already from today. 400 ticks. Let's shortly go back to the daily chart. And daily chart, if you look here, 300 ticks, yeah, a long one, 500 ticks. So if a day, oh, this one here, wow, look at that. It has like, oh no, this one has 2,500 ticks. And so let's say here, that is about 1,000 ticks. So I'm just trying to evaluate how many areas I gonna mark. So let's go to M15. That's the nearest past. I think that one here we can confirm. Maybe a little bit here and a little bit here. And this one here, maybe I just, because that's such a huge gap here, gonna mark it separately. This is a freaking high volume node as well, so the market has been reacting already, so there's a high likelihood it will do again. So okay, that's the market analysis for today. Do I need to do anything in between here? It's quite long. It's 200 ticks. I guess there's something here in between. Maybe I'm gonna mark that area here. Maybe not that white. Here. Nope. And okay. Good. That should be it then. Previous talk is always interesting. So that's the one for the And the current day looks like, oops, it looks like, so the whole purpose why we are doing is, why I'm doing it here is try to find the bias. It looks a bit like, if you look at that's a higher low here, and a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, goes down again. Here it goes, it's kind of in the, here, if it goes down here, I would go short. If it goes up here and returns, then I'm gonna go further. I would actually mark it at the moment already. I like to trade the 50%. Oh, that's already on this area. Okay, 50% retracement. So now let's go to the trading chart, which is my 1500 tick chart. Let's see how it looks like in the tick chart. And let's see. Looks like, oh, that was a big jump. Oh la la. Gonna see that one in the data soon. Okay, that's okay for the market analysis for today. And see you then when I'm trading. I'm gonna reopen the recording and let's see how that goes.